Everything that we do with enthusiasm.
Yes, and passion.
Yeah, and passion.
There's a song there, everything you do well.
Yeah, always do your best. That's what I taught all my kids. Do your best, whatever you do. Even if you don't like it. If you're forced to be in a position where you have to do something, just do your best.
Yeah.
And it pays off.
Yeah. Hello guys, I'm here with all my friends in Johannesburg. This is Ryder, really handsome, beautiful Rottweiler that I've met while being here. Definitely convinced that I want to get one of them after meeting this dude as well. He's just the sweetest, biggest, softest teddy bear ever. Anyways guys, I've been in Joburg for quite a few different reasons, but the main reason for this video is I'm at one of the world's, okay, not the world, South Africa's best cheesemaker. Could be the world's best cheesemaker. But yeah, we're here on Belnori Cheese Farm. It's owned by Norman and Rena, who have been running this farm for so many years. They are really old-timers doing everything by themselves until recently. They've gotten some new help and some new management, which has definitely just taken a bit of a load off their shoulders. I think you guys will see the whole operation, and it's really so much. You know, these guys are well into their 70s, 80s, and Rena, really guys, she is such a superwoman farmer. Like, she does everything. There used to be a restaurant actually running here where you could come on the weekends, and it is unfortunately closed. And that is because Rena was also the person that is running the kitchen all by herself. So this lady was really just doing every single thing. So super cool video, you know, because of their age, because they're struggling to run things all by themselves, the plan is to sort of sell the business so that they have that pressure taken off them. And yeah, they let me stay here while I've been in Joburg with my crazy chaos dog. So I said to them, let me do a video. Maybe one of you out here sees this and decides that's a cheese farm I want to buy into. Who knows? So we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you guys around. We're gonna have a bit of a chat with Rena as well, just to get a feel for the place, help you guys understand her and what they do here, because really I know nothing about cheese making, about goats, about sheep, about anything of the milk that they use here, because it's not cow's milk that they're mostly doing. They're specializing in goat's milk specifically. And yeah, you will see, like, the culinary world, they die for goat's milk, you know. So it's really such a niche of a niche here, but yeah, amazing, insane quality. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you guys the farm. We're gonna cruise around. You're gonna have a chat with Rena and get to meet her a bit, and yeah, let me know what you guys think.
I actually like Maori biscuits, like a sandwich.
With some butter in between.
Not some butter, with lots of
Is it?
Yeah, I'm thinking you are.
Okay, we can start. I think a good place to start is for you to tell us how you started the business, how you got into cheese and found that it was your passion.
Well, number one, I've been eating cheese since I was a child, very young. We grew up in a very English environment.
Okay.
And there your meal, if you go out, is normally finished with a cheese board.
Okay, yeah.
You know, the cheese trolley comes around, or they bring a pucker cheese board to the table. And it had mostly your French and English cheeses, so you'd have a good English cheddar, a Stilton, which is a very, very strong blue. And you kind of get used to the taste. It was lovely. So we had that kind of background. To actually have started in the business, I was in the pension fund industry. And I realized very quickly that, having come into South Africa quite late, that we won't be able to retire on the normal pension that you get from your salaries.
Yeah.
So you would either have to starve now so we can live later, or live now and starve later. So we decided we'd have to do something. At that stage too, the interest rates had gone high for the second time, you know, on loans and stuff. Well over 20%, and that really made me quite scared. So I said we needed to be on a small holding where you can grow your own vegetables, have a few chickens, you know, just homesteading.
Self-sufficient,
Yeah. And big enough that if the pauper struck the farm, the fan, the whole family could come.
Mm.
So we moved out. We actually bought the property next door with nothing on it. And Junita and Anthony lived here. So we rented the one house from them while we were going to develop the other. And then we got to a stage where now the kids want to go out, high school, and it's not cool to live out here.
Yeah.
So they wanted to go in town and sell the property, so we bought it. And we never developed the one next door. We eventually sold that.
Okay.
We hadn't decided yet what to do. We looked at olives, but there's too much frost here. Arno was keen on the olives, I wasn't. I just felt it took too long before you pick your first one.
Mm.
Then we thought about proteas, and we had the soil tested. The soils were wrong. And then Norman saw an article in the Farmers Weekly. Was it the London Weekly or the Farmers Weekly? Farmers Weekly. About a couple in the Cape who started very small scale. She inherited a farm from her granny, no electricity, hippie style, homeschooling, coal stove. And they had a few goats, make a bit of cheese, and they'd go down to Sedgefield and sell it at the market. And he said, what do you think about that? I said, well, you want animals, and this isn't big enough for cows. And I love cheese, so let's see.
Yeah.
And within 10 days, somebody in Springs offered a course on goat animal husbandry and how to make feta cheese. And you sort of think, there's a message there.
Yeah.
So Norman went along to that. That person actually gave us our first ram, and then we bought 4 ewes from Irene, the dairy farm, not the actual dairy farm, the Agricultural Research Centre. It was the last that they had over from a project that was no longer funded. And the last of anything is the last of anything.
Mm.
One looked like a donkey, one had a perpetual cold, he always had a snotty nose. The other 2 were quite decent.
Nothing.
We called those Lady and Beauty. I don't know if we killed 2 or whether they died of natural causes, but we ended up with Lady and Beauty and a few babies. I think we had 7 to start off with. Then it crept up to 11 and 13 and then in the 20s. And pre-COVID, when the lockdown came, we had 220 goats.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of goats. 20 of them, there's always ewes that you have to pull out. They're sort of past their sell-by date.
Okay, yeah.
So we pulled those out. And of the other 200, we sold 100 to be advertised, and within 2 weeks they were all gone. So that we were left with a herd that we could afford to feed. Our business is in the hospitality trade, and with lockdown, the bottom dropped out of it.
Of course, yeah.
So we also looked down at Chasm. But we managed to survive, we scraped through. And it's sitting at about 150 this last season. Might go up to about 165, but I don't want to get to 200 again.
Mm.
Oh no,
it's a lot to manage as well.
Well, we're 6 years older now.
Yeah.
From 2020 when the lockdown came.
Yes.
I'm not happy to do that.
Yeah. It's a lot to have sitting on your shoulders,
Yeah.
especially, yeah.
So it's manageable now, and thank goodness we've got somebody to help us.
Yeah.
Otherwise it wouldn't be manageable.
Yeah, definitely.
No, we're not getting any younger. Yeah. So we're both 80 next year.
It's a lot of responsibility
Yeah.
to have on you, both of you, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go and do different things. I want to travel around. I don't want to work until I'm in my grave.
Yeah, you don't want to be tied down.
No.
Yeah.
No, I want some free movement. No, it wasn't easy when we started. Oh gosh. I remember when I was on the course, I thought, this is so easy. This is not difficult. Then you come home and you try it on your own. Oh my God, and you're working with goat's milk, not cow's milk.
Mm.
It wasn't so easy at all. It was a big learning curve. And actually we hadn't been doing it for that long when I met somebody from the Cape who organised the South African Dairy Championships, and he actually came to visit us. And not because we're special, he visits every little cheese really.
Okay, yeah.
He'll scratch out a little crumb of cheese somewhere and run after it.
Yeah.
Very passionate. And he encouraged us to enter the championships, and I remember still saying to him, we're still here then. I don't think we're ready. We're not there yet. And he says, yeah, I think you're good here. So we entered, I don't know, 2-3 products, more than that. The comments on my yogurt were scathing. But we came second with our feta, and we came second with our soft cheese.
For first run, that's amazing.
Yeah, we had 13 goats then. 11 or 13, I can't remember. It wasn't a hell of a lot. And Jean-Marie went to the prize giving. And when she let us know, I actually lay down on the carpet. I thought, my God, I can't stand. I can't believe it, you know.
Yeah.
I can't stand any longer.
Yeah.
Is it true? And she had a chat to this gentleman, and he said he was amazed. He said because some people have been entering for 8, 10 years, and they've never got in the top
quality
3.
like
No,
that,
no,
yeah.
in the top 3. And then the next year when we entered, we won with Tanglewood. There were 2 years, 2008, and I think 2013, that we were only bridesmaids. You know, second, third.
Yeah.
And it's always a sobering thought, eh? You don't ride the crest of the wave the whole time.
Yeah, it brings you back to earth a bit.
It does.
Yeah.
But we've done particularly well. I think we've had 99 gold medals on the South African level. And we did well overseas. The first time we entered overseas, didn't get anywhere. And then if you don't, I think it's first, second and third? Yeah, no, not first, second and third. It's gold, silver or bronze. If you don't get any of those, they don't tell you where you came.
Okay.
So if you're not mentioned as dispatches, well, then you've got nothing. And I entered the second time, nothing. Entered the third time, nothing. And this man from the Cape was actually embarrassed at the time. He looked for the third time, he didn't get anywhere. And I said, no, it's okay, I'll be back next year.
Yeah.
And then the woman said to me, you're just wasting money. Well, clearly we're not good enough to go there. So unbeknown to him, I sent somewhere. And I wasn't here when the results came up. I asked Andre to come and check for me on the internet. I was still in the corporate world, and I was in Botswana with overseas visitors. And we got a silver farfeta.
Wow.
Oh, then we were so happy because we made the feta.
Yeah.
No, Norman was absolutely over the moon. And then we did well. We've got some super golds, which is like a distinction. Our first super gold was for a sheep's cheese. And then we got 2 super golds in the same year, one for cows and one for goat.
Incredible.
And the goat went forward into the last 16 that are judged, and we came 12th in the world.
Wow, in the world.
With Kilimanjaro. No, it was Kalembe.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
correct
Okay,
myself.
yeah,
This was
yeah.
Kalembe. And it's actually quite strange because all 3 of the cheeses that got super gold are all the same cheese made with different kinds of milk.
Yeah, wow.
Italian style cheese. No, we've done very well.
The same recipe.
Same recipe.
Made.
Well, if you call it
It's just different milk.
Okay.
same method, yeah.
No, it's really so impressive. I was just giving a bit of an intro before coming here, and it's one of the things I said is it's just so impressive to have accomplished what you guys have accomplished as just the core team of the entire thing. It's really not an easy feat, and I'm sure you guys know that as well.
No, sometimes you don't always think about it. I mean, when you're working, you're working. But occasionally, now when we talk about it, I think, I don't actually know how we managed it. I really don't.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. We've had a lot of good things our whole life. You know, we've had little cycles. When Norman was in the military, I was involved on the social side and on the welfare side, and you get stuck in. So we've always, whatever we've done, we've sort of got stuck in, and you do what you do.
Yeah, you've done it wholeheartedly as well.
Completely, you've got to give it your everything. So then we've had these phases. We had the army phase, and then the running phase. Was there another phase in between? I don't know now. And then the cheese phase.
Comrades phase.
Oh, that's running. That's not part of running. But I like the travelling phase now.
Yeah.
And the do nothing phase.
Yes.
And when I say do nothing, I don't mean not doing anything. I'd like to do photography. I'd like to go back to doing some art. I can't tell you when last I've drawn anything or did a bit of watercolour painting. Or,
so just some more of your own free time.
And I love sewing.
Yeah.
My cupboard's bare because I can't bear the thought of paying those prices that they ask in the stores.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
And I don't have the time to do my own.
To do it.
But I made all my business suits, evening dresses. I made the girls' matric farewells. I like making something out of nothing. You know, you have this flat cloth, cut little squiggles here and there, and then sew it all together, and voila, you've got something else.
It's so rewarding to look at something and know that you've done that and you've put in the effort to create that. Yeah, definitely. What would you say, living this sort of life, you know, farming and working with goats and trying to be self-sufficient, what would you say has been the best part about it all?
I'd have to think carefully, but I think it's just working for yourself.
Being your own boss.
Yeah, I work. I don't have a boss.
Yeah.
No. I was actually in the car in the week, and the lady was said, "Somebody boss praat." Oh God, please! You don't have a boss. You're your own boss.
Yeah.
I might have been dependent on my mother, you know, to change my clothing and feed me up to a certain age. But you belong to yourself. You don't belong to a boss. I've never had a boss. But there's a closer relationship between reward and effort when you're doing your own thing as opposed to being employed anywhere else.
Mm.
Okay. I have the freedom to more or less do what I would like to do and how I would like to do it.
Mm.
I probably work harder now than I've ever worked in my life.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
I mean, right at the moment, I occasionally feel sorry for myself until I just get over it, stop moaning. But anyway, I'm up at 5 o'clock. 5:15, I'm in there because I've got to start
7 days a week, yeah. Yeah.
And then again in the afternoon, and we finished at 6 o'clock. So it's an 11-hour day. Is it 11 hours? No.
I'm sure sometimes even more.
It's 13 hours.
Mm. It's a long day.
When I was driving to Tyneside, I thought, at least you can do it. You know, we're healthy enough to do it. One of the other dairy guys can hardly walk now. He's got so many problems.
Mm.
Norman's got a few challenges, but we still managed to do what we managed to do. And whether that's hard work or not hard work, I go to bed knowing that we're okay. And there's always something in the corporate world or employment that bugs you, that you're unhappy about and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I think here there's a better part of control.
Yeah.
We've had a rough season this year, and not everything's been under control, but you're the master of that. And you just, tomorrow you try and do it a little bit better and look where all the problems are. So the equation between effort and reward, I think, is the most rewarding thing.
Definitely. And like they say, you know, if you want something done right, do it yourself.
And I can do it when I want to do it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And of course you don't have to travel anymore. I mean, I have to go to town for this, that and the other. But I'm not sitting in the morning traffic and the afternoon traffic twiddling my thumbs. I'm very independent and this suits me. It's okay. We've got this far.
Yeah, exactly.
We managed now to collect 99 national gold medals.
Exactly.
And that has shocked a lot of people.
Yeah, you must be doing something right, you know.
Yeah. Somebody said to us, our mentor, that the cream is always on the top. The cream being gold, silver, bronze. You'll always come out somewhere on the top.
Yeah.
It's your style, it's your effort that you put in,
100%.
your attitude that you work in, that works for you.
It shows, yeah.
I think part of our success too is that we were too stupid to know any better. When we first started waxing, I remember seeing all these beautiful colours. Oh gosh, I want these rich colours, not red. I can't stand all these cheeses with a red skin. But to dip it, you need a big pot. Those pots are expensive. And I had all these colours. I thought, no, I can't buy that many pots. And I can't buy that much wax. So I melted a little bit and I poured it over, but now it just dribbles down the side. And no one said to me, "You look like poor whites, like you can't afford it." I said, "Well, I can't afford it. And I think it looks artistic."
It's like a personal touch on it.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And now it's our trademark. We dribble the wax over.
Yeah. And it looks gorgeous. Yeah, I saw that in the cold room over there.
And then the labelling too. Quite early in the game, somebody from overseas, and to my shame, I never followed it up properly. Couldn't see from the mark or anything exactly where. I got a whole big brown envelope of labels. And they were definitely overseas labels, thin tissue paper. And I thought, I don't even know how to put these on the cheese because there's nothing sticky. I'm just used to the sticky labels.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to click that if you use the cheese coating, it actually works. So I tried one of my cheeses and voila, it worked. And then our printer disillusioned me on how much it's going to cost me because the print runs are so big and I had so many different kinds of cheeses. So I was okay, I can't afford that. And the kids came around and I had fancy serviettes for on the lunch table. Now I can't sit still, so I'm picking and picking and picking. And I realised, gosh, the serviette's got 3 layers, so now I've got to take the 3 layers apart. And it's crimped all along the edges. And I ended up with a picture on this thin tissue paper. And the penny dropped. I've actually got my own labels. That's where the serviettes came.
That's how it started, yeah.
That's how it started. Quite a few people have copied us now.
Really, hey? Yeah, because that is so unique and it's so beautiful as well, the way it's done. And there's one more question to end it off I have for both of you actually, is for, if you have any advice or any words of wisdom for me, for any of the youngsters out there that are going to be watching this, just for life, for moving forward, for trying to be pioneers like you guys have done. Yeah, just any words of wisdom you might have or want to say.
I think if you want to do something, do it, but do a bit more research than we did.
Yeah.
We knew so little that we couldn't say what we wanted to do. We could actually start by saying what we don't want to do. And then you narrow down to what is left that you can do.
Where does that take you, yeah?
And when I look around now and I see people in the dairy industry, my advice to anybody is, whatever you want to start small. Dream big, but start small, and never go into debt for whatever you want to do. If you can't afford it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Improvise.
Yeah.
My first molds were margarine containers, and I used a nail and a hammer to make holes in them.
Wow.
So that they could drain out.
Yeah.
Improvise. Because I wasn't going to spend money and then I don't like what I'm doing. We spent some money buying meat equipment, and I realized I actually don't want to work with meat every day. Luckily, it's stuff that I can sell, it's hardware. But even so, when I look at the dairy industry in particular, there's a lot of people who've drowned because they got debt.
Yeah.
You cannot try and make a living and service debt. You can't do it. So we owe nothing. We owe Eskom because you pay retrospectively, and we owe the staff because you pay retrospectively.
But that's it for you.
Yeah, and then you got to work. If you've got to work 13 hours a day, then you work 13 hours a day.
You've got to do it, yeah.
You can't have a 9 to 5 attitude and think you're going to make it. And, yeah, put your shoulder to the wheel. I don't know. You?
I think something that we have experienced and even spoken about is everything that we do with enthusiasm.
Yes, and passion.
Yeah, and passion.
There's a song there, everything you do well.
Yeah, do well. Always do your best. That's what I taught all my kids. Do your best, whatever you do. Even if you don't like it. If you're forced to be in a position where you have to do something, just do your best.
Yeah.
And it pays off.
Yeah. It's very true.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, that was a beautiful way to close it off.
Go, Kosi. This is funny.
Get your ball, Courts.
They're so small.
Ryder's like, what the fuck?
Like, which comic book? I wonder if he'll do it.
Get it, Courts, get your ball. There we go. He's using his brain a bit. Yeah.
Six, every time I'm getting scared perception, bro. Tell me what the fuck. He hates water so much.
Yeah.
Let's see if he likes it.
Look at Courts, he's gonna get it. Oh, he keeps getting scared to convert.
Maybe right there. Bring it, son.
It's like, maybe if I get Courtsy's one. Now Courtsy will get it because
He's
covered.
going deep in there. Dude.
Look at him getting a fright from them shaking the water.
No. Come. Careful, Ryder.